Alright, so let's zero a few things up here. I'm going to zero that just by touching that. Okay, and then the other thing I'm going to zero is the side of this. Now this is a regrind, so I don't feel like measuring it, so we're just going to pick it up with some paper here. Get it up close. Alright. Alright, so I know I'm about 3 mils off of that edge. I'll just dial that in. Okay. Alright, so let's there's a little flat that intersects that angle there, so let's do that first. I'm going to come over here, double check my zero. Alright, I'm going to come off of the floor of that at a few thousandths. Like so. And then I'm going to come into my number, which is 180 or 190. Okay, vise is tight. Let's get some juice going here. Faint amount of juice. Okay, I think I'm ready. And we're just going to go across there. Let's lock that. Okay, so I'm probably just going to leave it like that. And one thing I'll point out is this end mill, the lower cutting edge, you might have noticed it before, it's got a little chamfer on it. In fact, you can see the little chamfer that it leaves here, because we were working this edge here, it leaves a little chamfer, which is actually really nice for blending an angle to an angle. So we'll do this upper edge here, and then we'll come back and we'll tilt this on the side, and then we'll catch that angle and blend those in, and we're cool, too cool for school. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to come up here and do this because I know what that number is too. All right, I know what that number is now. I'll come over here, and I'm going to re-zero here just for ha-has, because I know what that intersection number is, which is 188. Okay, there. Something like that. All right. 2 for 1, right? Number is that, and drive across. Double check. Yep. Yep. Then I got this nice little rounds in the bottom there, and I'll come back and I'll mow that off, and it'll be sweet. Okay, let me do the other side and we'll come back. All right, let's see how we're doing here. That's pretty good. And I'm going to come up a little more. That's probably too much. Yeah, sometimes it's surprising, you know, you do that. It just depends where it's pivoting. Okay, lock that down nicely. Okay. All right, time for some milling. All right, so I decided to switch over to a small diameter carbide end mill, and the reason is you know, this is not the most bomb-proof setup here. So small tools make small forces. So we're just going to whittle away that material that's there down to the line. So the smaller diameter end mill just has less push on the part than this smaller end mill. So this is 3/8 diameter, about 10 millimeters. It's 3 flute carbide, and it has a little tiny corner radius. You probably can't see that. Just gonna touch off there, and we're running about 1300 RPM. So I'm just gonna hit all the high spots off here. Kind of some even cuts. Okay. Oops, sorry guys. Hit the tripod there. We gotta be a little careful when we come up to these shoulders, so we get a good blend. Let's see if I can do this again without hitting the tripod there. Pretty close there. A few more. Let me get my magnifier on it. Let's see what I'm doing there. Yep. So I wanted to get that shoulder first. Okay, that's it. Get down. It's all right. I'm gonna do a little deburr there, and move on to the next thing. All right, so we switched tools now. We hogged out most of the material. The big tool, actually, this is to depth here. We're just going to catch this, the keyway there and get that to size. Okay, make sure my zero is still good. All this work is so this edge here is the most important edge. This is the load-bearing edge here. I need to get that in the right place, and then the rest of it can almost be wherever it wants. Alright, do the finish pass here. Alright, I can take a measurement now. Let's see how we did there. Oops, sorry. Sorry guys. Alright, pretty good. Should be 2 inches. Okay, that's cool. I deburred that edge, so that should be, so I get a little radius on the bottom. Alright, it looks pretty close, 600, what it's supposed to be. And okay, so, and I got about a half to 1 thou step from this end mill to the first end mill, which is fine. Do a little deburring on those corners, and then we can do a test fit on the pockets on the moving column on the jack. Just double checking my numbers. This stage in the game could be ugly. Okay. Nice solid spot drill there. So that's a 90-degree spotting drill there. Preferable to a center drill. they're just a little tougher. They don't break as easy. Okay, let's get a tap drill and let's tap a hole. Smoking. All right. This stuff's pretty tough to tap. I found a decent tap. It's looking pretty good. And I'm tapping by hand just because it's so hard. Yeah, I can already feel it winding up. Now, in situations like this, sometimes you drill the your tap drill hole a little larger, just to kind of help you out. But I want the thread fit to be good too. And we're going okay. So we can slide some more liquid love in there. Oh yeah, it's going. This one just went through. And now my tap wrench hits the hits the part there. All right, we're okay. All right. Last operation, you don't want to bust a tap, right? That would be tragic. I'd have to turn the camera off and let out some expletives. Okay. couple of modified heads. Okay, so we're gonna chop those off flush, and then we're gonna put a little weld around that to secure that fastener into the actual toe part. So, time to chop those off, and they're gonna get lopped off 5/16 of an inch. Okay, let's cut those off. I'll be right back. Oh, bugger. Okay. No play. All right, so fire up the welder, and we get a little tack weld on there, and we'll double check it. So be right back. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll put a little weld on there, and that'll lock those in permanently. And then Mr. Toe is pretty happy. So be right back. Still a little bit warm. Okay, well, it's behaving itself. Hard to get out of that lower one. So that's the load bearing member there. So these keep this from tipping out, but that's really taking the brunt of the load into that slot there. So that's how the stock ones are made. Somebody asked about a little corner radius, and yeah, there's a corner radius in there. It's not gigantic, but there is a corner radius down there. So there you go. So this gets painted black, and then theoretically there's a little handle that mounts to this that we may make too, so haven't decided on that. All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching.